So disclaimer for this high school graduation chit chat, get ready with me, high school reflection type video, there may or may not be noise in the background. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm focused on y'all.
Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. Why you do me like Joanna?
Hey y'all, so welcome to my high school reflection / getting ready with me for a graduation video. I already did my eyebrows, as you can see. My eyelids already primed and everything. My eyebrows are looking a little funky, but you know, it's okay. We're just gonna fix that oh so lightly like that. They're good. They're fine. Anyway, I really don't know what I'm doing for my eye look yet at all whatsoever, but I'll kind of tell you as I go along and talk about it. So yeah, I think what I'm first gonna do is get this brown right here. It's just, yeah, get this brown right here and put it like on my crease and shadow area from the Morphe 35O palette. So y'all, as you know, I am graduating high school. I'm a senior. And it's kind of crazy and it's all surreal that like I'm finally graduating. Like I've been talking and like wanting this day to happen since like I graduated 8th grade, and really I was always excited to be in high school, just in general, to just do all the clubs and sports and like, you know, I guess kind of make new friends. But I couldn't really make new friends, not because like I'm not a nice person, but because like everybody was already in my grade unless like they moved, because we've been like, our town is kind of small and the people you went to elementary school with are like also the people you go to middle school with. But in middle school you meet new people because we have 3 elementary schools where I live, so you kind of meet a little bit more people, but you're still hanging out somewhat with the core group people unless you know you break off friendships, whatever. It was kind of crazy because like all my friends, most of my friends, I've known since like elementary school, and if not elementary school, then I've known them since middle school. And that's crazy, except the few that like were new in high school and I met them then. And that's kind of crazy. Like I've known these people basically my whole life, like my whole entire class I've known forever, even though like we're not all the best friends or whatever. But I just think that's all like kind of very crazy. And I'm ready for high school to be over, but it's kind of sad and surreal that it is about to be over. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be taking this chocolatey brown down here from the same palette as before and put it kind of like above my lid. But yeah, it's all surreal because like I've known these people forever. And because I'm going to college in Ohio, I'm actually going pretty far from home. Kind of don't know that many people. Like I haven't been raised with those people, I guess I could say, or like seeing the town or like kind of know of them. I think that's a good thing. I really did need a change. But I'm happy about high school and like all that I've accomplished in high school. So like I'm not sad to be leaving, because like I know I did what I had to do, and now it's time for me to do what I have to do elsewhere, in a sense. It's just honestly really how I see it. I'll be taking this red and focusing it on the crease here. Let's hope it looks good and doesn't look weird, because you know this is my graduation. I want to look nice, not ugly. But like, I don't know. I feel like everything's come to an end and it's come to the perfect conclusion. I'll definitely be sad because I've been seeing some of my best friends every day for the past 4 years, and now I won't see them as much, and I find that like very crazy and like hard to believe, even though obviously it is happening. And I just think from like the day I stepped foot into high school, I did everything like I needed to do. I was supposed to do what I wanted to. Like I came and I had a goal and missions in mind, and I accomplished it. I actually read my yearbook and all the notes that people left in my yearbook, and they honestly made me so like, not sad, but like complete. I'm like, wow, I really did make an impact on people's lives, and like the teachers that I loved and really like made an impact in my life like really believe in me and my goals and what I have for the future. So like I'm glad about that. So like I know it wasn't like any like one-sided like relationships or anything. like that. And I'm gonna put this color on to the crease. Oh, this is also in Fugo from the Naked Heat palette. It might not be just as deep as it usually is. And it's just like, wow, like I made a difference. These teachers believed in me too. Like they believed in all that I did, and they helped supporting me, from like marching band to cheer to like being a class officer, which is like a student government before your grade, just being like in the play that one time, for kind of being on the dance team for that while that I did do it. It's like, wow, like I did a lot. And I actually started getting really close to like my principals and like the vice principals and directors of certain level of guidance and everything last year, because you know I started selling things to them, because you know what would high school be if I didn't sell things to, you know, my favorite people. But now it's like I'm really gonna miss some of these people, because they really gave like some good advice, and they're always there for me, and like anything I did they always like congratulated me on that and on everything. And so yeah, it's kind of all like sentimental. And like I've grown so much in high school. Like who I was freshman year, like after who I was like entering high school freshman year, is not who I am now. Like I'm much stronger. Like I was always strong-minded, but I'm kind of more strong-minded in my beliefs and who I am. I know what type of person I am, what I believe in, what I don't. And it's just kind of crazy, you know, like me and my friends were all growing up. This isn't the end. I mean, it's the end of high school, but it's not the end of our lives. I really think of it as the beginning of the rest of our lives. Like this is the stepping stone, and I can't wait to see what my friends accomplish and what the people in my grade accomplish, or at least the ones I like. JK. You know, and it's like it's finally here. I mean, getting here has kind of been stressful. There definitely were like some breakdowns in high school, and just like always being busy, and I just felt like I never had time for myself. I think especially this year I was really able to manage that better, so it wasn't like a complete surprise at all, you know. So like for in college I'll definitely be able to be more better and more self-care savvy, I guess you can say. Now I'm gonna take ashes and kind of help blend the reddish with the brownish colors or whatever. And it's just like I didn't have anything planned to do this. I was just like, I gotta do this video. I really just want to get some of these feelings out of me. But then I was like, maybe I should have planned some things. But it's like I've just grown so much by like trying things out, playing with stuff, joining clubs I never joined before, things I didn't think I was gonna do. And honestly, it's all just crazy, just how far we've all come, and just what I've learned and have grown, and just that high school is over, I guess. Like, I'm not repeating that, but like you don't actually like value like what you have, what you're like missing, until it's like gone or whatever, you know. And you don't like realize how much something has impacted you until it's like almost near the end. So I'm gonna get this, actually I'm gonna get this pink gold right here and put it on my lid, or the center of my lid. Like, you just don't realize how much something has impacted you until like, you know, the end, until you're like, wow, I'm about to leave all these people. People who have impacted me, who have always been there for me, you know. And it's like, you knew you're gonna leave, and we talk about leaving, you get so excited about leaving, but like actually leaving and actually like graduating, that is like a whole different story. You know, it's like, it's not as easy as people make it seem, as I might make it seem, or thought it once was. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my foundation. I kind of like how my eye look turned out. It's very simple, but still kind of fancy. Like, it's a basic kind of glam. I don't think I want anything more than this. But when I think about it, it's like I wasn't really getting sentimental at all about high school, except when I started writing thank you cards to my teachers and the ones who like impacted me. Like, I was good for most of them, but then there's like this one teachers, at least three teachers that I was writing for, and I started crying, because it's like, wow, they've really done so much for me. And if it weren't for them, I don't believe I'd be graduating. Or maybe I wouldn't have been graduating with all these accomplishments, like under these specific circumstances, because they really honestly just like changed my life. You know? It really impacted me. And it makes you think that like people underestimate teachers so much. I'm like, yes, sure, some teachers aren't the best. But there's also like those teachers who like impact you so much and who just make you want to be a better person. Or who just make you want to try hard and continue to try hard, you know, just to make them proud, to make yourself proud. And like I've had great teachers like that, like teachers who weren't even actually my teachers, more or less like coaches and advisors that I've had, who just like went above and beyond as like just always being there for me and just like never letting me go down the wrong path, and always giving me guidance and help, and all, of course, always giving me food when hungry. And it's just like, wow, I'm not gonna see those people again. And like, yeah, I'll definitely visit, but I won't see them as often as I used to. Like, yeah, they'll still be there to talk for me if like I need any help or anything, but like it's just not the same. It's just honestly not the same whatsoever. So I'm gonna keep this coverage light because it is kind of raining, kind of hot. And I don't want to put too much foundation on because my cap is also white, so that'll dirty it. But it's just like crazy, you know? Like when you just think about like how much people have impacted you and like helped you. Now I'm gonna conceal under my eyes, and that's about it. And it's like they've impacted me so much. And like they've influenced what I want to do in life and how much I want to help people. And like they like encourage my just look at the time, y'all, by the way, and they just encouraged me to do more and like to help people and spread my own influence and to be great, not only to make them proud, but you know, to make myself proud, to feel accomplished and good. And I just think about like how close to me my mom have become just in high school and how much she has done for me like personally. I'm like, yeah, she's my mom and she's supposed to help me, but some moms don't go above and beyond like my mom has. And she's basically a single mom. And you guys don't know this, but like my dad's been sick for the past like 3 years, and like he's really sick, and I haven't been coping well with that. So my mom's more or less been like my only parent who's actually been able to help me with everything, you know, and like just be there for school events and like congratulate me and just take me out to eat and like take care of me. So like she's just gone and done like above and beyond. And even like during my low points in high school where like I hadn't felt good, or like I wanted to cry, I wanted to quit and like, you know, and not be as accomplished as I am, because like at some point when you do something for so long, you just realize like how excessive clubs are and how much time you dedicate to being at school, and how you just never really have time for yourself in a sense. And it's not like you hate it, not like you want to quit, but it's just like you would like some break, like a break for yourself, you know. You'd like to breathe and just relax on like your own terms, because after a while it gets hard, especially when you're only like 16, 17, and like, you know, you're out from like 6 a.m. until like 7, and it's like, will I ever get home? You know, it's like, am I not gonna see my, like, obviously you're gonna see your mom, but it's like, am I not gonna be able to like actually hang out with my family today? Is it just gonna be school and I get home and do homework for like a whole bunch of hours? Like having like a parent or like parents or somebody who supports you to that is amazing. Like, yeah, you have your friends who like are just as busy as you are, or who are just as busy as I am. Like having a parent who understands that and like goes above and beyond to like make sure you eat and make sure you sleep and who cares about you is like great. Cause like before I could drive and before like I was able to get home, there'd be days like, right, I'd go to school at 7, but I'll be out my house by 6:30. So I'll be out the house by 6:30. And then I'll be at school until 5. And then like after 5, I had to go to work or go somewhere else, or like stay at school all afternoon because I have a whole ceremony or a whole game. Like my mom used to come to school, like just bring me food and just ask me like, hey, do you need anything? You know, I know you're coming home late today. Like, do you need anything from me? Like, do you need my help? And like that would mean so much to me, because like you're only a child, and it's like you're already being out all day. You're already doing basically adult like activities, you know what I mean? And it's like just having somebody who cares and checks up on you and goes above and beyond to make sure you're okay and that you're fed and that you're taking care of yourself. It's just great in its own sense. Let's talk about being active, I guess. Yeah. So, as y'all know, I was Miss Active, Miss Stay at School, Miss Do It All, Miss Superstar myself. But it's like, I enjoyed those moments, you know? And like, there's nothing that like I regret in like being involved and being active. I wish I managed my time better and didn't procrastinate as much as I did. That's the one thing I wish like I did and worked on and was better at. But like everything else I enjoyed, I love, especially this year. This year I made an effort to go above and beyond and just be in more classes. Not more classes, just go to more events, like more than I already do. Like I went to the soccer game. I went to like my first soccer game, then I went to another one because we were at semifinals. We were at something. We were like really good. We were at something. I went to that first game, and that game was amazing. And I realized, like, you know, I wish I could have went to more soccer games and just be active, like be like a part of the school spirit and not actually be in the games. Basketball games. I went to a basketball game at a different school after my own basketball game at my school, which is fun. And the cheer team did that together as a whole, so it was very much a team bonding activity, an unofficial team bonding activity, and I really enjoyed that. That was fun. So You Think You Can Dance that I did in the beginning of the year, that I vlogged the process of us just making that dance. That was fun, and I'm kind of wish I could have done that more often, but you know, it was a senior tradition, a senior thing. And prom, honestly, for me, prom was one of the best things I could have ever done in high school. Only because like when your grade just gets together and like celebrates together and has that time together, it's really great and amazing, you know, because we don't always spend time with each other. We're not always with each other all the time like that. So just having that moment at prom and all being nice and complimenting how like everybody looks and just being supportive in that aspect, it's really amazing. I just love the vibes from that, and just the vibes of community, that even though we aren't all like actually friends or in the same groups, that we still like vibe with each other. We can still have fun with each other and appreciate one another and appreciate all that we do. Before I continue on, I'm gonna spritz my face. I really have like none left. But I don't know. I just feel content and at peace with high school. I guess I can talk about classes now. Honestly, my classes, they were hard because I did take APs and honors in advance, and I was in that whole, you know, work hard type classes, the ones that like kind of prepare you for college success. And they were hard, but I really think I learned something for a lot of them. Well, mostly my classes this year, the classes that I chose to take. You know, and though most of my classes were APs, I really felt like I had an easy workload and an easy schedule. I'm gonna take some blush, by the way, because you guys know what my schedule is. I think you guys know, but I had gym, I had AP psychology, AP English literature, and then I had AP micro and macro economics, and then I had financial accounting, and then I had creative writing too, and I also had business personal law. So, like, they seem like a lot of classes that require a lot of work, but they were pretty easy and very, very manageable for me. So they weren't that bad at all. Like, I honestly love the classes I took this year, and it's just like, I think they really helped me for college, and like the classes I had and the teacher I had them with just really were like good teachers in general. You know what I mean? Like, those teachers, like, honestly themselves made the class interesting and made the class fun. You know, like, I don't think any other teacher would have made it as interesting as those teachers did, and like make me enjoy my senior year oh so much. And it's just, I've made a lot of connections these past 4 years. Like, this is the place I made the most connections, besides like elementary school. You love everybody, and like my elementary school was like big. It's bigger than the other two. in like my town, but it was also kind of small, so, you know, we're all little kids. But like, I just made such good connections with the people like I met and just knew. You know, so like that was also like just a legit thing. Like, I don't know, like I don't think I would have enjoyed classes at the class I had as much or learned as much for if it wasn't for the teachers. I mean, sure, in the years past I didn't have the best teachers, but like I personally never like outright that's a lie. I have like disliked a few teachers, but I haven't like hate them so much that I hated their class, you know? So I'm like, oh, you didn't have the best teacher, so like it wasn't the most successful class. You know, gotta make sure that lace blends, y'all. It doesn't look the best like up close, but from a distance, this Joker is scalp. You know? And I feel like you just kind of you just don't realize what you have in high school until it's gone. You really don't like realize the connections you made and the friendships you had. I know some people say high school sucks and they hate it, they can't wait to get out. And honestly, I am one of the people who said I can't wait to get out. But not because like I hate high school, but because I wanted to start like my own thing, my own career, and like learn what I really cared about and like all my fashion and like solely business stuff. I just think I'm getting Fenty highlight in Hustler Baby. Well, you guys know what it is. I just think that high school is what you make of it, just like everything else. And if you do well and like if you're yourself, then you're good. I mean, I know we're in high school and we all don't really know completely who we are as people, but like truthfully, I feel like in high school I learned about who I was and like I became who I was supposed to be. And I'm still not done growing yet, and like I'm still not done with who I am, I'm meant to be, but like I'm there, I'm learning about who she is, I'm learning about this new Joanna, this new Joe, this new JoJo. And like I'm glad about that. And like you learn so many life lessons in high school, from like whether bad friendships, bad relationships, good classes, bad classes. You just learn a lot. I think you learn the most in here out of everything else. Stop. You just learn the most out of just anything and everything in high school. Because I think this is the prime years of your life. So you just you end up learning the most. And you are influenced the most by like others and yourself and your friends and your family. And it's just really just one of those things. The sun is kind of making it hard for me to see my actual highlight. So excuse that, y'all. I want to glow, so we're gonna put that glow a little everywhere. And anyway, I'm more or less done, y'all. I will be putting on lashes, but I suck so much at that, so we kind of can't put that on. We can't put that on camera. But I don't know, y'all. I'm just very at peace with high school and everything and where I am. And some people just aren't. You know, they just feel like some certain things are left unfinished, and I feel like I finished up everything I had to do personally. And like I'm glad I had this chapter in my life, and this chapter in my life will influence everything so much. But like it's closed, and that's okay because I've learned so much from it, and I've made my peace with it all. Anyway, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. See you next time. Bye.
Give it to them, give it to them,